Welcome to another video on the K6 series, and in this one we're going to talk about results. What I mean about results, it's not about getting results with performance testing because that's clear, and we're going to go deep into that a little bit later in the series. But results in the sense, what do you see once you have run your tests? Well, at the moment you see in K6, you see a lot of data. You see a lot of data, and that may be not that clear for all of the users who have a look at your test results. But is there a way to make a better summary, to have more control of the whole um, data, of the whole uh, performance run? Yes, there is. And we're going to see what we can do. And just a little bit of a spoiler, we're going to have a look at different types like JSON, CSV, and more. So enough about talking, and let's get to it. So we have here our K6 script, and we can just do K6 run, and then our script right here. And as I mentioned earlier, um, we will get our results. We'll get our results in a format that's usable. Let's say if you used K6 before, but it's a little bit harder to understand for people who have not used it or who expect different kinds of formats. And this is what I mean. Okay, you have everything right here. Looks, whoa, looks nice. But if you go and blast it into a new file, what does this say? What does this give you? Makes little sense to a non-technical user. So let's see what K6 has to offer, and how we can make things better. So I created a logs folder. And in the logs folder, I just have a variation of what we saw before. So if we go into the normal logs, the main format, or one of the most used formats that I recommend, is um, JSON. Everybody is used to JSON, and uh, developers especially love it. So how do you make it that your results are in a JSON format? Very important, you have to use this handle summary. This handle summary basically aggregates your results at the end of the test run, and it will return to us the following file, summary.json. And what this does is it takes the data from that we saw before in that non-structured format, and it will just create a JSON. But let's see if it works. So we do K6 run, and in the logs we just do the logs.js, and we need to wait the 30 seconds. I'll just pause the video. And now that the test has ended, we have here a summary.json file. Now if we select this one and we format the document, it's nicely formatted in a JSON view. Now, although for a person who hasn't used K6, this data is doesn't tell you much. It still has a format that's perfect for developers. So you can just import your JSON and read the data from it and use the data programmatically. Now, for somebody who is more into the HTML world, if you can say like that, there is an HTML reporter. You just have to import it right here. And one important thing, all of the code is now in my GitHub repository, so you can have a look after the video, try it yourself, and write in the comments if you have any issues or if you want anything added to the GitHub as well. So what do we do, or how do we do this? We import the HTML report from the GitHub page, and the function that we're using is basically almost the same as the one before. So, but instead of summary.js, summary.json, we have summary HTML, and we put the HTML, we put the data in an HTML format. And let's see how this one would look. We run it. Just going to pause the video for seconds until our test has run. And we have now a summary.html, And I'm just going to open this in live server. And okay, this is really, let's say, management friendly. We have statistics, virtual users, minimum, maximum. This is something which you can easily integrate as a separate page and present it to your project manager, and they get a better overview of the test run, durations, users, and so forth. Now, besides adding the handle summary function at the end of our test, there is a way to generate or to structure our data in a format that we can use via the command line. So, for example, if we still have the original script right here, and if we do k6 and then we do run, we do minus minus out, we say CSV. We haven't tried CSV yet, but we can. And then we say something like, I don't know, test results.csv. And now we put our script.js. Again, we pause the video, but you can already see our CSV being created. Let me just pause the video until the test has run, and then we'll have a look at the CSV. And now that our test is ready, let's have a look. And here we have all of the data in CSV format. Perfect. Now, before we end this video in regards to summary and logging, there is one other thing which I want to show you, and that is we can customize our log in the sense that we may not want to have all of the data in our summary. We may just want to have one part. And here we're just going to print out the latency. So again, we do K6, run, and here we do our custom log.js, a little bit of patience, and we're back. And here we have our console output. It says the median latency was, then we get the actual value. Now, there you have it. This was how we can structure our output in a way that's both developer and, let's say, management friendly. As always, do not forget to rest, then test. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.